Good morning, it's me, it's Johnny Boy, and I'm with Steve, right? And before I start talking about Steve has done an amazing job on this. This is a chapel, isn't it?
It's a chapel, yeah.
This is a chapel. If you look at the stonework up there, you can see how it's discoloured. Look at the stonework here. This is what Steve's actually done here. And before we talk to Steve, look at this. Look this archway. It looks absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. But look over here. All these railings. These railings were just all paint, years of paint, wasn't it, Steve?
Paint, yes.
And what have you had to do to get it back to that condition?
Well, it's all been stripped back to bare metal.
Totally.
Primed and, back to bare metal, primed and
Several coats.
painted. Yeah, two coats of primer and then 2 coats of paint.
Look, there's a lot of people, Steve, will want to know, right? And you've got to be a specialist at doing this, haven't you? You've got to know what you're doing.
Of course you have, yeah.
And I'll tell you now, many years ago, I actually put some caustic gel on some. But is this like bar stone, isn't it? This sort of stuff.
Yeah, this is bath stone. Yeah.
Yeah, this is bar stone. So, the process. How do you get that? What's the process to get that back to looking as good as what it is?
Well, it's just chemically cleaning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But knowing the right chemicals, isn't it?
Yeah, different chemicals for different stones.
Yeah. So you wouldn't suggest anyone to go out and do this because they could run into trouble, couldn't they?
Oh, you could just get some patio cleaner and put that on there, but
it's not the same.
It's not the same, no.
Yeah. And you do a bit of sandblasting as well, don't you?
Yeah, we do the sandblasting, stone repairs.
Yeah. This is the thing about knowing your trade and understanding it. I've done a little bit of this before, but what do I actually know about it? If you're going to go down this route, you need to get a professional in and get it done right, because there is nothing like this. Is like the day it went up now, really, isn't it? When you look at it, it looks absolutely fantastic. You got a lot more to do here, Steve.
Another few weeks yet.
Right. Well, I have to say, I think you've done a cracking job, and it's just a fresh face, and that's what you want, isn't it? It's going to look really attractive. Just want to show you the work that Steve's done. Look at the pointing on here. A lot of work's gone into that. Absolutely brilliant. And they stripped all these back. These posts had the paint on it was incredible. This building's like 180 years old, I think it is. And if you turn around and have a look now, look how nice that looks, all cleaned up. And they definitely need to do the top part. And but he knows what he's doing, and it looks great. If you've seen the pictures before of what it looked like, they've really refurbished it, and there's going to have to be a wall built along here. We may get involved in that part. We've dug part of it out, but there's a drain over there, and we're going to have to put a backdrop in. That drain needs to be lowered because it's picking up the main sewerage. So if all this comes out, there's a little bit of thought that's got to be put into that foul system. Well, we've come back to the van now, and they're cutting one of the slabs up there, and I wasn't happy about it. I just told them to hang on. They didn't hang on, and then the next thing you know, I'm having to take off what they've done, and it's just a waste of time. If they just waited and be patient, it would have been done right the first time. So if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing them well. And don't get in here. Look, let's just have a little look through it. Let's have a walk through. I want to show you. Just come up here, Luke. This is a vlog snippet, so you better have a look now. Look, down here, it's all looking a little bit dirty. The reason for that, the reason it's looking dirty is because we've had to do this as an extra. This is an extra. We've got to put a step in there. We've got to lay a ball nose on there. That's going to be done today. And as you can see, the client's been writing his name in there. And he's even put Johnny Boy. That was done yesterday. Quite funny, really. Come and have a look at this now. This is the main area coming through here. We've got the coping stones on the wall now. And what Luke's been doing along here, he's been cleaning this out because we're going to have these. Look at these. Oh, look at them. Come and have a look. These are they're called black polished pebbles, river pebbles. Look at those. They're going to let the water run through, and the reason we put those on the side to ensure that the water can permeate down in the ground. So they look absolutely beautiful. But what we've got to make sure is that we don't put all these all the way down, because it's just going to be really expensive. So we're going to top it up with another type of gravel. But come through here now. Just want to show you this area here. Look, this is the client has actually got these lounges here. Look at these. These are absolutely stunning. Beautiful lounges. It's pouring down here now. Just get these out to be able to see these. And these are the lounges that they bought. And from here, they can look across towards the men dips and the Bristol Channel. There's some steps going down there. That's just an artificial product of it. Look at these pear trees, absolutely beautiful, right next to where they are. We've grouted the top of the walls now, the copings. They've been stuck on with Mapai, and they've actually been grouted with Mapai. That's going to retain its colour. Look over here, look now. What's going to happen along here? Down these steps, we've got the bull nose along here, and just on here at a later date, we're going to have some balustrading along here. It's all been made up, it's all ready to go. Come down here now, you're going to come down here. Look at the table. The client's got absolutely beautiful table. And you know, when you get to those finishing touches now in a garden, right, you've got to make sure that you don't damage or cause any problems to the furniture. Maybe it shouldn't have been put on here at the moment, but it's here. There's the chairs on here. And look at this. I want to show you this. Come around here. Look at this. This is good. Hope they don't mind me showing this. If they see a video later, look, this is absolutely stunning. I'm going to cover it up after. Let's get it out. I'm going to show you this. It's a little trolley. Look at this. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful for the garden, right? That's for your bottles. You open them up. But inside here, look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a cooler box. Look at that. Put your ice in there. Put your wine, your champagne, whatever you put in, or even your cold beers. But that's absolutely beautiful. And that's what it's all about. Is that what we want to be able to do is to come back in the near future and be able to take some real shots of this garden when it becomes a functional living garden. Not quite sure about this bit over here, but this is what they got. They got 2 olive trees. We'll shut this gate to you. We'll shut that gate here. These are the gates that we've actually got. We've got the olive trees. They're going to sit either side. We've got this pergola effect over the top. If you just come around this side, Lou, the old area, we had a split level in this garden. And you can see where I was showing about the wine. I've shown this several times now because it's so important that you can see the transition. This is a daily diary, it's a vlog of what's happening on a day-to-day basis. We're at that finishing bit now, okay? And it's the attention to detail and making sure that your client you're holding their hand through the whole process, and you're not just getting the job done and just disappearing. It's so important that we come back in the future and we liaise with the client and make sure that everything's right and they're happy with it. And I'll tell you something now, the way this paving is being laid, it's been laid on a PQC, that's a paving quality concrete, right? And it's perfect. They're never going to have any problems with this whatsoever. And I can stand by it. And as long as I'm living, I'm the guarantee. Because guarantees sometimes are only as good as the paper they're written on. So there we are. Well, we were making good progress then, everything was going good, and I asked them this morning, have we got enough grout? And they said, yes, plenty. And then we'd run out. So I've had to come and get it. What a nightmare. Well, this is the bolt system that we're doing. Customers had these covered with this plastic shrink wrap like sort of thing, like just to make it look a little bit better. And we're drilling into the sandstone over here. Just got to get the next size bit up. And I think we're done on here now. Oh, this is the pebble going all the way around. Shoe up here.
Yeah, a bit quicker tomorrow,
There they are. Very nice too, very shiny. Posh pebbles. Oh, this is it. We're at that final stage now. Just put the stone around the edges and we set the table up, but I still want to come back and take some nice pictures. Got the bolts on the gate over there. That's all in. And it's looking lovely. Very proud of it. Well, I'm back, and it wasn't a long day, but it was a little bit of pressure towards the end, and the client wanted us to put some bolts on the gate that he personally chose, and those bolts had to be screwed, drilled down through the slate, which is fine, but we'd only just grouted, and it's so annoying because you just need to wait for things to go off and get hard, you know, and it's a bit frustrating. Well, I've just come back now, and I just said about the it's a bit frustrating with clients and putting those bolts on that gate, but look at this. I'm just over the moon. But I've got some samples from Ethan Mason Paving, and if you have a look at that, look, made in Italy, and that's how porcelain should be. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. And look underneath here, those units there, I think they're like 1.2 by 600, so I'm going to get those out and I'm going to have a look at those. They're going to go somewhere very special, so let's have a look. And then also over here, there you are, you can see the aero board there, but here we are. We have, oh yeah, look at this, look, there's my old boots, look at this. So Johnny Boy's working with his boots. Sample box from Ethan Mason Paving, look at this, absolutely fantastic. It's arrived, there we are, 2 boxes, and in here there's a little surprise. Look at that, Carpenter's Mate. I wonder what's in there. Well, let's just do it. The unboxing, our delivery today from Carpenter's Mate. I want to see what's in here. Last week we did the thing with a camo gun. Look at this. I'm trying to film this with one hand. I'm going to end up cutting my. There we go. Let's get this out. I think it's screws, but it may be the camo. I've got to tell you guys, when you're watching this, you're having a little look around, but my missus goes mad about the things on my garden. Let's have a look now. Is it just screws? Is it? Well, there's the screws. Oh, look at this. Look at this now. There's the screws. Okay, that's those decent screws, the proper screws for secret fixing. Look at that. What we got in here now? How many's in here? Let's just show you this now. Look, 2,000. We got 2 tubs of those. The edge deck screws, Protect coated, and how it works. There we are. Look, that's how it works. Secret fixing. And it doesn't split. It's sort of a self-cutting. You know, like, nice little box there. That'd be good for making shelves. And here we are. This is the camo. There we are. The Camo Marksman Pro Edge Deck Fastening System. There we are. There's a picture of it. That's how it works. Well, that's how it ends up for me. Sometimes at the end of the day, I just come out here, sit on the grass, and more than often I fall asleep, especially when it's warm like this. Just sat here with the dogs. This is my little girl Belle here. Bella, good girl. And I have to admit, if you look at today's vlog, this is the last clip in the vlog. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, just give us a shout, you know. And I don't mind admitting I was a little bit stressed today, and I was wanting to get the job done, and all the time there was just something there the client just wanted and just to get done. That's fine. I understand that, but I just wish they'd sometimes just be a little bit more patient, because we were asked to sort of drill into some slate, and when we're drilling into some slate there, it was right next to where we just grouted about an hour and a half ago, and that's not good. And what I should have said was, no, I'm not going to do it. And we got to make sure that we get things right, because at the end of the day, if that grout is affected, I'm going to be accountable for it, not the client, and it's up to me. But we are all of us, we have that keenness to get that done, finished, and we can move on to the next project, because that's why we do the job that we do within the landscaping industry, is because we enjoy different projects, different places every day. There's always something different going on, but we do get to a stage where enough's enough on that job, and we want to get to the next job. And I'll be on another job tomorrow, so I'm a little bit chilled now. I'll be even more chilled when they pay my bill.